What's happening?
Hey! It's the weekly breakdown. I think it's episode 38.
We could be wrong. We'll figure it out.
I'll fix it when I put it on
Was
YouTube.
that Jerome Bettis?
Yeah.
No, that's 36. 38. Who's 38? I don't know any number 38. I know Jerome Bettis. That's the only...
36, the bus.
The bus. We should have done that for episode 36. Jerome Bettis theme. Where we only talk about Jerome Bettis news.
Yeah, we gotta have a theme for one of these episodes sometime.
69 is going to be pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
If we make it that far, if the world is all up.
Yeah. We've been almost done for this for a year already.
I know. Actually, because also we missed a couple weeks. We might even be a lot closer than we think.
Yeah.
But look at the dates.
I don't believe it.
Don't.
No, we should do something right here.
It's
not gonna happen.
Okay.
But if anybody sends us messages, writes on our Facebook wall, Twitter, leaves a comment on YouTube of a question, we'll talk about it. We'll give you a shout out.
And what, the 40th video?
40th video, any video. We can just make it a new thing. If you leave a comment, we'll talk about it. Why not?
Sure. I remember I said that like 6 months ago. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll actually start it.
Yeah.
I'll look right after this. I may or may not make a
Oh,
video.
yeah, we're
Probably
going to all
not.
those bands that send us stuff.
Yeah, a lot of bands send us stuff.
Get that a lot.
Anyways, we're going to be talking about some Batman, some Destiny. Then we're going to dive into some After the Burial drama, the Return of the Almighty Disturbed, a little bit of movies. Not a whole lot happened, in the past week, but it's this summer. Usually not a lot of stuff happens. But let's dive in. Batman Arkham Knight.
Good fucking game.
Yes. What's your... We're going to review it, but what's... next week, but what's your initial impression so far? You've almost beaten the story.
I've almost beaten the fucking game already.
And you've done a lot of stuff.
I've almost beaten 0% of the game. I haven't come to it yet.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm 50% through the
like
main
85, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It's trying really hard to make me like it more than Arkham City. I think gameplay wise, I like it better because, and I'll probably say this like 10 times during the review. They didn't change everything too much. Like it's not as samey as it was in like Arkham Origins, but they added enough to keep it interesting.
Yeah,
So.
definitely. And a lot of the things we were talking about earlier is the small things.
Yeah.
Just small things. The world, I find to be like the best part of this fucking game. Maybe besides the story. The story is incredible. To me, the story is up there with like the greatest Batman stories. To me, it's just. Whew. It's a dark story, man. If you were hoping for like a dark superhero story, holy shit.
You find out really quickly, like.
I mean, Batman has always been like the darkest world, I guess, when it comes to superheroes.
In a lot of ways,
but
yeah.
this story is just like, wow. It's just all the time how they're going to kill the Batman. And between Scarecrow and Arkham Knight. And that's not a spoiler. You've seen that in every trailer. It's like, yeah. In combat, I find the game to actually be so far really easy, but the combat's just as fun as ever. They basically, in Arkham Origins, Arkham City, whatever, you had to do a really stupid-ass button combination to get whatever gadget you wanted. In here now, it's just a nice wheel. It's really easy. Batmobile's really fun to play around with, but...
It controls weird. Apparently, I thought about this. It controls like old school driving games, like PS2 era and like PS1 era.
Like X is Go?
No.
R2
is Go.
but like Square is reverse.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Where L2 probably... I
What's
find
up?
myself pressing
You
L2
can't
a
change
lot.
that configuration?
I don't think so. Well, you probably could. I just haven't looked at it. I think it makes the more that I thought about it though, that where the bumpers are, they make sense. You know what? I can maybe understand. Maybe changing it up because L1 is to both get in and get out of the Batmobile. Maybe L1 is to get in, but then maybe a different button to get out. Like when you're in it, like you hit square to get out. But but I can understand having it as like the same button, and then L2 is the battle mode.
But to me, it makes so much more sense. Put square with L2. So L2 is now your brake. Make L1 your battle mode, and make square get in, get out.
What's R1?
R1, I don't think does
Shoot?
anything in normal. It does shoot when you're in tank mode, and then R2 is acceleration and the 60mm cannon.
Yeah. That just makes so much more sense to me. It would feel natural and it would just feel smoother.
But then, at least moving around in the world, you run into the issue then of you're gliding around. Because even when you were messing with it before, you can glide and you can hit it. So when you can dive down and go right into the Batmobile, you hit square to go into the Batmobile. But then if there's an enemy right there, you'll kick them, and it's like, well, shit. Like, so I kind of get why it's just that maybe like to get out. When you're in it, configure the controls a little different. But again, that's honestly the only major problem I have with the game is that sometimes the Batmobile is fucky to use.
Yeah. Now. There's not a lot of problems with us playing, but if you're on the PC, I feel really bad for you, man. I seriously do. The PC version of this game is completely fucking broken. And it's just constant frame dips. It's hard to even keep the game above 30 frames per second, which on PC, 30 frames is not normal. 60 frames or above is what you usually get on PC. Of course, depending on your hardware, but apparently the recommended settings that they have for this game is for 30 frames per second. But even running at 30, the game's broken with just frame rate dips and glitches and awful, atrocious texture pop in. And it's just really bad. And I watched Total Biscuit do a video, and he has like a completely overkill PC. Like his PC costs like $4,000. Yeah, he has just a monstrous rig. And even he couldn't get the game running that superb. Jeez. So it's like, damn. And they pulled the PC version from Steam until the game is fixed. It came out that Rocksteady did not develop the PC version of the game. They only developed the console versions, and they kind of subcontracted out this game to Iron Galaxy Studios, which they do a lot of port work. They did like Borderlands 2 for the Vita, and they've done a couple other games recently, I forget. And it was found out, too, that only 12 people handled this port, which is like, whoa. Now, and also, when you're playing a game on PC, you can dive into the settings a lot more, and you can just fuck with stuff like in PC version of The Witcher 3, you can fuck with how Geralt's hair, if it's more realistic or not. Like, you can do stuff like that, and the options for Batman Arkham Knight are completely bare bones. Like, complete crap. So it's like, it's really messed up, and I just thought we can talk about it like it's just another game that is broken.
At least it's not. This is me being the
cynical.
I almost said that, but I don't think it's the right word to use. It's me being the console master race guy that I kind of am. Is to use the PC master race as own term against them. That well, at least it's not us. So, but it's weird. I don't know. I'm used to hearing about consoles not working and the PC version of a game running fine. So this is weird in a lot of ways.
I usually hear about the PC version a lot. It seemed like last fall it was everything. But the PC version usually has problems. But still, the PC, that's still a big market. There's millions and millions of people. So you can't really ignore that. To me, it just... Rocksteady and Warner Brothers should have looked at this and just been like, this is not acceptable. Like, why was no one looking at this and being like, we cannot release this. We have to delay this to make it better, but if we delay it, that's our third delay for this game, but it's better in the long run.
Yeah.
Because now, too, Steam just implemented that Steam refund system. So now people are literally, you can speak with your wallet, and that money that you paid for, you can get back all of it. Like that. So they're probably being like, well, we're making no money on this game right now.
Yeah.
So let's pull it and fix it. And that's a win for the consumer. But that's still shitty, and in my opinion, it should have never happened in the first place.
The only way that I could see that it maybe this slipping through the cracks could be okay is if either A, somehow Rocksteady was still too focused on making sure that the console version was working, which then again, they could easily put a couple people to just, hey, we're here to check up on you to see how you're doing, or if somehow I don't know, some kind of mess up happened between what I would assume. Again, this is my limited knowledge of games. I'm assuming there is a master file for this game, and that somehow something didn't translate over correctly from this master file that they had to the consumer version that they put out, unless something like that happened. But even then, again, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So, but like that's the thing. I'll just say those are the only ways that I could see about justifying it.
Anybody thoughts on this? On a game coming out and being completely.
Well, they probably should have made it work before they put it out.
Probably.
I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with a delay. Like. Yeah, I mean.
How long would it, like a delay would be? Like a month?
It depends. Like when this game was originally delayed, it was supposed to come out October of last year, and it was delayed until the beginning of June of this year.
June 2nd, and then
it got delayed for another
June 23rd.
2 weeks, 3
If
weeks.
they had to delay it for a while, like until this fall, I don't really see their spot to put out the games. I feel like the fall is pretty covered.
Yeah.
But still, they could put it out like not a lot
Unless,
coming out
like,
in August.
Unless one of the things was maybe part of the reason that they delayed it was because the PC version was we need to somehow focus. We need a PC version of this game. We promised that, and then what if a 9-month production? I mean, with 12 people, a 9-month port job done for this game. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't know the exact situation of how things happen, but that could be another reason. Not justifying it, but another reason as to why this happened.
Yeah. To me, them pulling it is probably the smartest thing.
Oh yeah.
Because it shows like, hey, we really messed up. We're gonna make this right instead of let's put it out there and just patch the shit out of it, like Unity, like Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. Which both those games still only run half as well as they should.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Master Chief Collection runs pretty good, but I mean, there's still some.
Does Unity work? You've played it more recently than me. You've played
It works,
Okay.
but sometimes there's still some stuff with it. Does that if you guys play it on the PC, how badly would that if they fix it maybe 2 weeks or a month from now? Let's say it's fixed and runs well and everything. How bad is that first mess up? Like how bad is that first impression? Like how deep does that imprint on you?
To me, a lot of people, it's that's like, wow, I'm not gonna trust you to get this. Now, I mean, they've proven they can put out a good game, so maybe they'll be a little more. I feel like almost that people would trust Rocksteady a little bit more than like Ubisoft, just because they keep putting out Assassin's Creeds every year. They know they're basically getting the same game, whereas like
right, but people did trust Rocksteady, and look what happened. That's what I'm saying about. This is why pre-ordering games isn't really that great of a thing to do.
Yeah.
If you're going to get into a beta, sure. I pre-ordered Arkham Knight. I'll admit it. I did it at the last minute because I felt like I needed to because their fucking DLC policies are bullshit. And I was like, I kind of want this stuff. The only way I can get is if I pre-order it, which is fucked. Luckily, the game on console is good, but still, it doesn't matter. People trusted Rocksteady, and then they put out the PC version, and it doesn't fucking work, and it's broken. What Bethesda? People trust Bethesda. They could put out Fallout 4, and it could be fucking broken. But people probably threw their fucking money at it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pre-ordering's just kind of iffy to me anymore. If it was always a guarantee that this game was going to be awesome, I'd pre-order every fucking game I knew I was going to get. But, getting back to your question, though, like, Ubisoft left a huge, just sour taste in my mouth with Unity. So with Syndicate...
It was even like a while before they even got around to fixing it. It was like a good month and a half before they even...
You and me played through that game when it was dog shit.
Yeah.
Luckily, you got to play when it was, fairly good. It was just... It was awful. Like, the call-out wouldn't work, the frame rate would shit out, there was glitches galore.
All over the
You
place.
fell through the world. Luckily, I didn't have any of that problem. That problem specifically. But it's like, ugh.
In Francia,
Oh yeah, that still pisses me off.
Oh yeah, that too.
That fucking
It's like
trophy.
So now with Syndicate, I'm just kind of very wary. Like, I don't want to pre-order it. I'll pick it up once I actually see reviews. You know what I mean?
And then buy it.
That's the
I will
thing. Like,
purchase it and play it.
there's nothing wrong with picking a game up day one. Just maybe
Research.
look at the reviews or something. You know what I mean?
Or I mean, like especially like if you look at like IGN or something. I mean, reviews go up a couple days before. If you want,
For the most part.
then for the most part, then you can pre-order it. Like if a review goes up like now Ubisoft, now companies like Ubisoft have their fucking embargoes until 12 hours after the game comes out. That's a little shitty.
That's fucked up.
But it's like, you know, that kind of stuff. Like go in and be like, all right, cool.
Like reviews for Arkham Knight came out 4 days before, I think.
Yeah,
the
something
game
like
came
that. It was
out.
like
So,
Saturday or something like that.
yeah, like Friday, I think. So.
Yeah, because I looked at the review of Arkham Knight on IGN. And they said it was pretty good. Everything it was good. It's just.
But I think they were playing on probably on PS4.
Yeah,
That's the
and
thing,
it's
too.
funny they said like there was like this little asterisk or something like PC might have some issues.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about like the tanks didn't really feel necessary at some points and just
Something.
kind of getting the idea of the game.
That's the thing too, is that apparently there were 0 review codes of Arkham Knight on PC that came out. So the only review codes were on PlayStation 4.
It's a
You
conspiracy.
you need to. I think with reviews, you need to have it open, especially if that's how you're making the game. If you're not making every version of the game yourself and you're putting out a ported version, like I guess the PC version is, then yeah, I'd say put out so that people can see how the PC version runs because, you know, there's issue. Whereas like, if you're almost confident, hey, we made all of this should all run well, then sure, just put out for one console.
Yeah.
But like,
What if they just put it off until like the night before? And like, oh, we gotta fix this shit. This game's getting shipped out like the next day, so like, alright, fuck.
Yeah, and what they should do for PC users is that they should honestly give them the Season's Pass for free.
oh yeah. I mean,
They
if
really
anything,
should.
I
And there's
mean-
people that probably bought the game with the Season's Pass, which is fucked.
Yeah,
Hopefully they
should
were able to get their money back, but they should honestly give people a Season Pass.
give me the game for free. I'm playing on PC, but still I'm outraged. I'm outraged at all.
But if you're playing on console, on PS4,
You're
Xbox
You
One,
have nothing
the
to
game runs fucking. I haven't had a single damn.
I've had some minor like frame rate issues at some spots, but I mean it was like 1 or 2 instances, very brief.
I mean, it runs at 30 frames per second, but it's pretty fucking smooth right there. So, anyways, let's move on to some more drama. Destiny seems to be always a game that's filled with a lot of drama.
yeah.
The Taken King is the big expansion coming out this fall, and basically, so the main game's $40, which kind of I'm a physical disc guy. I just like having a disc in my collection. So basically, the $40 edition, standard edition, you can only buy digitally. So whatever. I mean, I'll still probably pick it up, or download it. I guess can't pick it up if it's digital. But
digitally pick it.
yeah, but if you want it on disc, you can get. It's called Destiny: The Taken King Legendary Edition, which is $60. Includes the base Destiny game, Dark Below, House of Wolves, and then The Taken King.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a Game of the Year edition, and then some.
And
then there's the
I like
collect.
that.
Yeah, that like if you're looking to get into Destiny, that's the best way to do it because honestly, it feels like a much fuller game with all the expansions.
and then there's the
Then there's the collector's edition, which is $80, which has all the stuff in the Legendary Edition, and then exclusive items, exclusive weapons, exclusive XP bonuses, exclusive emotes, which emotes are the when you,
Emos.
or when you're in the tower or the reef.
You
and
dance.
You can dance. You can point at people. That
But you
stuff.
can get it in game too, but like that's
Well, yeah, most of the time.
So you pay more money to fucking dance
Yep.
in the game.
That's what people are raged about because they're like hardcore Destiny players are like, I have put hundreds of hours in this game and just supported the shit out of you, and now you're making me pay $80 and pay for shit I already own just for me to get this exclusive stuff.
That's
Fair
a little
foul. Who
There's not enough in that extra $20 to
Now-
warrant that. Unless is there like a steel-bound book or anything like that that's going on?
There is other stuff in it, but before we continue, Bungie then came out, said because some guy got interviewed and was like, "You would just throw your money at the screen if you saw him." He was a dick from Bungie. Bungie came out and they changed. They said that if you want to buy this exclusive stuff, you can pay $20 to get it, which is still overpriced as shit. This is stuff that's probably $5.
That's fucky. Like,
So
yeah, like what for emotes, bonus XP, and a couple guns. Yeah, that's like not even $5. That's emotes stuff. Basically, the only thing people care about in there is the XP and the guns, which they've given out guns for free before, and they've done XP shit.
And you know
for free
what? These
before.
pre-order bonus guns probably aren't even going to be that good.
Nope.
They're probably guns you'll probably use.
Because that's the thing.
And then you probably get rid
Because
of
not everybody's going to use them, so why the fuck would they make them good? So there's no point at all. I mean, I don't.
I don't know. That's kind of why I've been really iffy about getting into Destiny and even buying the game, because it seems like either this isn't all that it was made out to be, or this isn't like, they swindle you with this or that, to throw in swindle just because I got that word in today. Just to, like, I don't know, not intentionally screw people over, but it's just, it seems like everything could be so much better, and then it's just like,
Or
and it's not even like the hype of the game that you're like, oh, this is going to be great. By now, people are still kind of like, all right, well, I'm a bit skeptical about this, and it still comes out, and it's like still under your expectations.
Well, I mean,
Stuff.
the House of Wolves was probably the only one that was close to worth the $20 price point for the expansions. Yeah. So but like, you're telling me now that this thought just came in my head that House of Wolves, you get like 4 multiplayer maps, bucket strike, bunch of shit, $20. Couple guns, XP, fucking emotes that I won't use. Same price. That's fucking.
What are you getting in this one for $20? Are you getting the Taken King XP?
No, this is like if you already have that stuff. Like you don't want to buy. Like that's because basically they're basically
you would be spending $60.
Because basically they're saying what's the word? Because like most of the people who like the Legendary Edition is for people who are new to the game. In which then if you want, you can just buy the $80 edition, which is still a little bit of a ripoff. But for like those of us who, again, we don't want to do that, this is like this extra $20 shit for them. So like, all it is it's not the Taken King. It's just the bonus shit. Like the added little shits that are coming with it.
So you don't get the Taken King
Nope.
doesn't come with that. Oh, that's a ripoff.
So then you would have to spend
That's a
$60.
ripoff. Right.
Yeah, it's fucking.
It's just look.
So
This,
I want to love Destiny. Destiny is a fun game. I still enjoy playing it every once in a while. But I don't love it that much, and honestly, your shit isn't that good. It's good, but it's not that fucking good.
the $60 one that comes with the game again, so essentially you'd be like buying another game. And just sell all the shit you already have. And then,
Exactly.
But then you still don't get enough money for it. You get like 3 cents at GameStop, and put this down as 3 cents and $60.
Yeah. Shit. To me, this stuff isn't really worth getting. Fucked over. I'm so mad over this stuff. But at the same time, Bungie really needs to think about how they're going about the pricing of this game. Because what I think is that this game was originally supposed to be a subscription game. And then when they started developing this game, subscription MMOs started going downhill. People were against it, and people didn't want to pay per month to play a game. And I feel that's what was probably going to happen. They were going to be like, okay, you pay $15 a month, and then we're going to roll this content out for free like MMOs do. And now they're like, well, shit, now we don't have that, but we have this astronomical fucking budget, and now we're like, oh, we gotta sell all this shit to you all the time for really expensive prices. They need
premium fucking prices.
This game is premium fucking prices, man. It really is. It's just like they need to just be like, we have a very loyal and large player base.
They do. Like,
let's just be nice to them.
Like I said, I like playing
Destiny. They will buy this no matter what.
Like, I mean, they even got people like me. I like playing Destiny like every other week or so. For like, pop it in for one night, play multiplayer, maybe do something. Boom.
Yeah. The players are getting played. Alright.
It's true.
Thank you. All right, that's the
Bungie-
show. That's the episode.
Bungie and Activision, in my opinion, they think their shit doesn't stink.
I was gonna make this analogy again.
And it stinks sometimes.
And like it was smelling really good there for a while. Like after Dark Below, it started to smell a little better. House of Wolves, it started to smell a little better. And then this shit came out, and it's just like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Taco Bell shit.
So,
Spicy.
I don't know, man. It's fucked. Let's move on to some music.
It's like the difference between being confident, like if you're Chris Pratt, you're kind of like, oh, cool, you know, I was in Jurassic World, and you're kind of funny and stuff, and you're like, you have reason to be confident. And then if you're like, you know, you're run-of-the-mill asshole that no one's ever heard of, and you're just a piece of crap, and you're walking down the street all confident, it's like, you don't, you know, look at yourself.
It's
Just taking over.
It's like Bungie's like, yeah, we're Bungie. We made Halo, and we made one of the biggest
It's
game
like you
franchises. We changed gaming forever.
It's like they don't know that their flies hanging down, they have like a shit stain on the back of their pants, and people notice this, and it's like, it's like that really confident guy that has no reason to be confident.
That's a really good analogy. I like that.
It is. Whatever.
Back to the music.
Yeah. Music. Let's talk about one of the best bands of all time. Disturbed has returned from hiatus. They were off for 3 years. It's a pretty long hiatus. They've returned with a new song called The Vengeful One, and their new album Immortalized comes out August 21st.
Which, did they already have a fucking album named Immortal or Immortalized or something?
It's indestructible.
Whatever. I don't even care at this point.
Why? August is insane for music. Everything comes out in August. Literally, there's
They
probably
think
15,
they're
20
that
albums.
confident guy
Yeah,
that has
they
shit
are.
stains and
He's
his
David Draymond. He can do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck he wants. He's the best singer in metal. bro.
fucking face
So-
hair, fang looking shit.
We listened to the song.
No.
What do you guys think of it?
Disturbed.
It's Disturbed.
That's basically it, really. That's that. I mean, nothing. The chorus was alright, but I mean, most Disturbed choruses are okay. That's about it. Like that's literally all that I remember about the songs. Like the chorus was okay. So
Yeah,
about
it's
the
just-
hand of God.
It's another one of those songs that's like, I swear you wrote this before. That sounds just like this. But people were like freaking out. I saw some stuff like, oh my god, Disturbed announced a new album, and they were serious about it.
I was gonna say,
Hey, if you like Disturbed, more power to you, but I feel like Disturbed is almost like Nickelback. Like, you don't get excited for them. You don't want to show publicly that
I was
you're excited
almost,
for Disturbed.
I was almost like, I didn't. When you posted that thing on Facebook, it took me a second to realize there was sarcasm in that statement. I was like, wait.
I wanted to make that super sarcastic, but I didn't want to be an ass and offend somebody that actually really enjoys Disturbed. But yeah, at the same time, I was like, who fucking cares? But whatever.
It was like, oh wait, sarcasm. Right.
You stoked for Disturbed?
No, not at all. It's seriously like people say this about stuff like, oh, that sounds the same. It's just this is like, you know,
It's same prime.
the prime example of like shit just sounding the same.
Yeah.
Or music, it just sounds the same, and it's like, he does the same like bullshit. I can't do it. And they have like the same riffs and the same everything, and it's like, I just don't get it. How do they not like think when they're writing stuff like, I don't know anyone in the band's name besides David or whatever, be like, hey Scott, just be making up something. I don't know if there's a Scott in there. Hey Scott, doesn't this sound like every other fucking song we ever wrote? I'm like, yeah, you know what? It kind of does. Let's write something new. But they don't. I just don't know how you don't realize that.
They're from New York? I don't
know.
I was making a joke with your accent.
I don't know where the hell they're from, but they need to go back where the hell they came from.
I was Disturbed was still kind of like edgy with the sickness. You know,
That song was alright.
That was
But
the
then they put it
Sickness.
out like 10,000 times.
Yeah, and, like
throughout the years.
and Stupefy. You know, they were like, yeah, and then they formed into this fucking rock band that thinks they're a metal band.
I mean,
These bands that do that. Five Finger Death Punch, there's a band Sevenfold. Go one way or the other. Be a hard rock band. Go hard rock or go metal. And
Or go
don't
home.
fuse both of them.
Or go home.
Like, God! Like, Five Finger Death Punch should just be a fucking hard-ass, fucking dickwad metal band. Actually, they kind of are a dickwad metal band, but they should be more metal. Maybe they'd be a better band. Same with Avenged Sevenfold. They're very talented, and they could be more of a metal band. Same with Disturbed.
Exactly.
But they try to appeal to the radio. Same with All That Remains.
Well, my Valentine's was for a while there. Maybe, probably still now. I don't know. I haven't heard the new song yet.
Slightly, and I still love this band, but Trivium.
Yeah, the last album.
Trivium's a better band when they're just fucking balls out metal.
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Imagine hearing them on the radio.
Whatever. Disturbed's back. Maybe we'll review the
With
album for
vengeance.
shits and giggles.
They're on the radio in hell.
Back with a...
I was trying to make a joke there, I swear. Like, I just said that. Was there some kind of joke that I missed there?
Back with a vengeance, because their track's called The Vengeful One.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know I made that joke. I'm proud of myself.
Songs about me that they actually came back. I'm the vengeful one now.
Unintentional joke. God, it's terrible.
Yeah, now they're all unintentional. Jesus. Fuck. Alright. Keep it going. Keep this fucking burning shit wad rolling. After the burial, their guitarist Justin Lowe is no longer in the band. That's his last name, right? Justin Lowe?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's call him Justin High.
Yeah.
So
he's
smoking something.
Yeah. He's the one live that plays like the green guitar.
The one without the hair.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, there's been a whole big thing with him, and he's not in the band anymore. And he posted a giant ass face. I think it was on my Facebook too, but a giant ass post, regardless of what it is.
Well, and after the burial's Facebook page.
I think that's where it was posted originally, but anyways, it's a huge ass thing, and that he wanted to keep short. But it was like 10 paragraphs later that actually ended.
Connecting the dots.
Yeah. He basically, literally, is taking everything as a conspiracy that he's, people were trying to frame him for murder, and his band was trying to fuck him over, and everything.
So
and
he thinks
it's,
he's taking a lot of shit. Like,
yeah, that he would
Energy
take a lot of
doesn't
shit.
lie.
energy doesn't lie.
And that, they were trying to get his semen samples. And it's like...
So somebody tried to ruin his computer by spilling coffee on it. Like,
yeah. So it was just one conspiracy after another, and that someone, changed the locks to their house. He wasn't allowed back in his house, and it's like, ooh, like, it seems a little bit schizophrenic. You know what I mean? So
it seems something.
What's you guys have any thoughts on it? Which one to start? It is a very sad situation. I mean, it's clearly someone that just needs help. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things like, I don't know, one of those like just mental health things. If you feel that things aren't right, just go get help.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's about the only thing I got of it. It's like, he seems, not all there, which I mean is, I mean, you can't tell me that this just kind of sprung up out of nowhere, that nobody else had seen this coming for a long time. I mean,
and apparently he didn't speak out, because after the burial posted a page, Facebook thing saying, we didn't know this. It's a shame that he didn't feel that he could talk to anybody to get help and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just, man, it sucks. I mean, you can't help but like that 0.00001% think like, what if he's actually right? But then it's like the overwhelming part of you is like,
it's like maybe some of them. It's like, okay, maybe
like, why are you playing with this? This is gonna be some whole big thing now, like JFK. Like, why are you playing with Justin Lowe's semen in his shirt and stuff? But like, oh, that's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know why you'd be touching, like, handling a semen shirt. But
yeah, first of all, why is there semen on the shirt?
Yeah, I don't know. People have a jerk off shirt.
Yeah.
On a tour, I don't know. I don't, but I mean, some people might. But yeah, I mean, he always looked like a happy guy for like the 10,000 times we saw them. But yeah, I mean, that's I kind of wonder. Part of me is like, what if he's being extremely sarcastic? Like, what if this is another Upon a Burning Body type thing where he's just trying to make something up? Because you can never, like, I mean, you just can't not think about that now. Because Upon a Burning Body is pretty convincing. With the singer got abducted, and then it's like, I don't even talk about it now.
That
Like,
was fucked up.
you think, like, oh, what if he's just saying all this stuff just to leave the band? I mean, you never know. I don't like to think that way of people, but I'm cynical. You know. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know, you can't help but think stuff like that sometimes. Yeah, you know, I just can't help but think, like, what if he's making up? But I hope that, you know, hope the best for him.
Yeah, me too. Certainly. Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented guitar player. It was always fun watching him play live.
So, they're always nice guys.
Yeah, they were nice guys. I mean, we've met them before. So,
I mean, but I know I'm paranoid sometimes, but damn. Yeah. It's like he took, like, everything that could happen. Like, you just looked at me and nodded at me. That's got to mean something. You know?
Yeah. So are you trying to convince me to do something? So you
I gave you my computer to read something earlier to get your fucking fingerprints.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. Hopefully he gets, some good help. And you never know. Maybe it would be cool if he returned to the band someday. You know? Anyways, let's wrap up some bullshit. Some movies. There's a rumored thing that there's going to be a solo Batman film with Ben Affleck starring in it called The Batman. Coming out 2018.
No.
I mean, to me, it depends on what story they do. Like I said, and I've said this every single time we brought up DC, Batman, things like that. If they did a Death in the Family, like that storyline where the Joker kills Robin, I'd be all for it.
Didn't they do that in Batman Beyond? Kinda.
Because
that's how the Joker came back to life. I feel like a dork as much.
Kind of.
But yeah, Joker. Sorry to spoil that. Sorry to spoil Batman Beyond.
Kind of, yeah, with like
Back
Jason Todd and all that stuff, or somebody, I forget what it was. Todd. But yeah, I mean, or the darker stories, the Killing Joke and paralyzing Barbara Gordon, or hell, Red Hood, which is the second Robin, Jason Todd. Again, he Joker kills him, he comes back to life, and then he becomes Red Hood. But then, or just like any of the darker stories. I mean, a more faithful adaptation of Nightfall, which is like where Bane cripples Batman, and then Batman has to fight Bane, and then he ends up fighting Azrael.
You mean The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, that's the thing. The Dark Knight Rises did it, but he has to fight Azrael because Azrael doesn't want to stop being Batman, and he's fucking crazy. And the cool stories, I mean, I feel like if with DC they should base Batman stories off the comics. I like The Dark Knight because it's kind of its own thing. There are some references to comics, but it does its own thing. But I think reference a big story.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be cool to maybe take the Arkham storyline and put it to film, because I feel like it could translate really well with certain things. But at the same time, I want them to just be standalone by themselves. I'm with you. I think the Death in the Family.
Just because that's dark. That's that's one of Batman's ultimate failures.
I also think that they should give Ben Affleck nipples on his back.
God damn it, don't fuck off. You get fucked right off.
and they should make him talk like a machine. I think it should turn out that Ben Affleck's Batman is the Arkham Knight. Because his eyes light up like Arkham Knight. He talks like Arkham Knight. Yeah, you will. Any thoughts on this?
I still think they should have gotten John Hamm to be Batman.
John Hamm.
Yeah. He's not actual ham. He's in Mad Men. He's not an actual piece of ham. John.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm still just weird about Ben Affleck.
It's okay.
I mean, he helped write, Good Will Hunting. Then what?
He ruined Daredevil. For 10 years.
Gone Girl though.
Yeah, that was good. But I still feel like there are better people than Ben Affleck. He's a name, but I still feel like better at acting. Not to say that he's terrible, but better. I do more suit the role rather than
Yeah, I do think though that
you got cast right.
I do think, though, that, they should give Ben Affleck, and I just hope that his Batman is good, but they should probably do a solo Batman film in their lineup of stuff, because everybody's getting a solo film.
I'd say just do
Batman.
one. I'd say just do
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying. Just one. Don't milk the superhero money, and don't milk the Batman name fucking dry.
I mean,
because he's
going
going
to
to be,
movie.
yeah, he's going to be in plenty of DC movies with the Justice League stuff and
Batman
all that
vs
stuff.
Superman,
So,
Suicide Squad. He's been spotted on set a bunch of times for that.
yeah,
movie.
so don't milk that, but I feel like he should.
I guess I'm a little bit tough on him, but I still feel like give him a chance in Batman vs Superman. Or
Yeah.
Is that what this was going to be called, right?
Yeah.
You don't.
That's the official title.
Yeah.
But give him a chance in that movie. I mean, I'll give him a chance, but I still feel like there are much better people out there.
I can
Which,
get that.
Like there could have been some really good Jokers out there, but Heath Ledger really took it to the next level.
Yeah.
You know
Which
what I
who
mean?
knows? I hope Jared Leto does a good job.
I hope he does too. I hope it's his own spin.
Yeah.
Like I hope he's not. Trying
Actually,
to
that's
make
what
it
I hope that he makes it his own, but I hope it's still very Joker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because fucking Mark Hamill's Joker's never going to be top.
No.
But Heath Ledger's Joker was like fucking
Heath Ledger's Joker's the
awesome.
best live action Joker.
Yes.
And I mean, he even beats Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson does a fantastic job as the Joker too.
Yeah.
But
You should have got Jim Carrey to do the Joker. I know, wasn't he? He was the Riddler.
he was a Riddler.
He should be the Joker.
He
He could pull off the Joker.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might be a little old for that now. Maybe a couple years ago.
He'd be old Joker. Because John Hamm is not like young anymore, so old Batman versus old Joker. Like senior citizen.
Yeah.
Batman.
So, that's cool. Good stuff. And I mean, I guess the countdown to Batman versus Superman keeps on rolling.
That's this year, isn't it?
March 25th.
Oh yes, next year.
2016,
Right.
So
Right.
it's like what, 8 months?
I kept forgetting because I remember there were rumors for a while ago they were splitting that movie in half, like every other movie.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. But I feel like maybe they're like, nah, we shouldn't do that because we have 2 parts of Justice League.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, finish off here. There's not a whole lot to say about this, but Marvel has found their Spider-Man. Tom Holland. He's the Spider-Man. He's a young dude. They said that he had to do kind of like an audition with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. And they said his chemistry was fucking great. That's why they chose him. So that's a smart way, I feel, to get him to cast. Right? They've also confirmed that he will be in Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man will be in that movie.
Fuck.
So that's basically the Avengers 3.
Fuck. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. They also said they announced the director of.
Yes, they did announce the director.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
But I think that there's all kinds of subtle things with this that are kind of big, which is it's actually kind of funny because I followed this thing on Facebook. It's called like comicbook.net or something. They post everything anytime there's any news of a comic book movie or comics in general. They post it, and they said Miles Morales is the new Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, and because Miles Morales is a half African American, half Hispanic Spider-Man from the Ultimate Marvel Universe. And so I was like, oh, they're going to go that route with the movies. I was like, oh, interesting. It turns out that's the comics. But this guy, I mean, he's white. That means we're getting Peter Parker, which makes sense for longevity purposes of Spider-Man series.
Yeah. The director for this movie is John Watts.
John Watts, that's what I thought it was. It's not, Godfrey, the guy fuck. what's his name?
God directed this movie.
I guess the dude who's writing it isn't also directing it now. The guy who a couple months back said the same thing about making it like a Sinister Six movie. I guess he's not directing it now. So.
John Watts has directed Clown, Cop Car. That's it.
Yeah, he's a relatively unknown
Good.
guy.
Clown and Cop Car.
Yeah.
Kind of like the guy who did
That's how
Jurassic
you
World.
do Spider-Man.
Just like the guy who did Jurassic World. The guy who did Jurassic World didn't do really anything, and then Jurassic World.
That's awesome, though. Anyways, that's it for big stuff. Let's just wrap this shit up. Xbox Live games with gold for July. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and So Many Me on Xbox One. Microsoft said that they're going to give 2 games on Xbox One from here on out forever.
Woo!
Then on 360, Plants vs. Zombies, the arcade game, and Gears of War 3, which I still wish I had my 360 because if you download a games with Gold Game, backwards compatibility, you'll still have it. So I wish I still had it. I would download Gears. Anyways, doesn't matter. Disgaea 5. I know a lot of people like that. It's coming to PS4 October 6th. Drive Club PlayStation Plus Edition is finally out. I played it the other day. I don't know, man. I mean, the game's too arcadey for my like. So if you like arcadey racers, it might be more up your alley. The game is absolutely stunning visually. But I don't know, it's just very arcadey, but it's interesting for sure. This depresses me. Evolve got a second season pass. I'm not lying when I say that. There is a second season pass with more bullshit that they want you to pay for, more hunters and all that stuff. It is staggering how much content they blocked out of that game for a season pass. So first of all, their DLC practices are atrocious. This is what Evolve should be the example of what not to do with a video game.
Yeah.
Especially a new IP.
Oh yeah.
It just hurt this game. It just really, really did.
I played this game for like a month, and it was fun, but there wasn't enough on the initial game to keep me playing.
Exactly.
Like,
and now with the DLC, there's probably a lot.
just yeah.
And you're probably like, cool, this is awesome. But
So I mean,
look how much I paid for it.
maybe if eventually they put out like a not a Game of the Year edition, because I don't think this game would win any Game of the Year, but like a complete edition, a definitive, a complete edition. Maybe I'll pick it up then, because then it'll feel actually a little bit more worth it.
Yeah, me too.
So
The stuff we should have put in the first one edition.
Yeah.
I should call it.
yo, we fucked up edition.
I feel like that's Batman Arkham Knight. The we fucked up edition on PC.
For the PC.
Yeah. They'll probably make it a sequel to Evolve. Put some type of co-op campaign to it, man. And don't do it so bare bones that it's just me and a couple buddies hunting a monster. Like, make it interesting like Left 4 Dead was. They know how to do it. Just fucking do it, man. It's just, no game should ever get 2 season passes.
No.
That's disgusting. Don't do that.
Well, it's 4 seasons in a year.
Oh,
Couple seasons past each season.
yeah. No plans to bring the 1 terabyte PlayStation 4 to North America, says Sony.
Oh.
Why? I don't understand. Because they had their competition, Microsoft, putting out a Forza 6 Xbox One bundle when the game launches, and also you can buy a 1 terabyte Xbox One right now with the Master Chief Collection.
Wait, how many terabytes?
1.
Oh, 1. Okay, I thought you said 4 for a second. I was like,
But still, a terabyte, that's fine.
10,000
terabytes.
Why would they not bring the 1 terabyte PS4 to North America?
They don't
Where
want
does it sell? I mean, does it sell better? Well, where does it sell better at?
It's going to be in Europe.
It would sell here.
Okay,
So,
it would sell, but I mean, if it sells really, really well here, then maybe they just think, oh, everybody's already got a PS4 over here. I mean, that's not the case, but it's like, maybe they're thinking, we're not going to get the bang for our buck putting this out in America, whereas maybe if it's not selling, like if it's in Europe, maybe for, I mean, I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
one of those things where they're like, Europe, we need to boost sales of PS4 in Europe. Let's put this out. Maybe people will go for it.
And also
Americans, maybe they more like bundles.
Yeah.
Like the Batman Arkham Knight bundle. But it doesn't cost a lot to put 1 terabyte of storage in. It's not expensive at all.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. But the Forza 6 Xbox One looks really cool. So I recommend you check that out. I'll pull that up. Anyways, Motorhead, Anthrax, Saxon, they're touring later this year. There you go.
I
would love to see. They're in Philadelphia at the Tower Theater. I would love to see Anthrax. I'm not so down on Motorhead. I just don't find Motorhead interesting, in my opinion. Soulfly's new album, Archangel, comes out August 14th.
Is that a...
Max Cavalera's other band.
Nice.
Maybe. And then Amorphous was putting out Under the Red Cloud on September 4th. Very excited for that. Finally, Maryland Death Fest 16. Just some stuff. Maryland Death Fest, pretty big festival down in Baltimore, Maryland.
next year?
Yes. So they've already announced the initial lineup, which I'm just going to, just say a couple bands here that I guess are more popular. Okay. This is a great band. Bong Ripper is there. Bongzilla is also there. Destroy 666, Disgorge, Gruesome, Hail of Bullets, they're really good. The Haunted, Jungle Rot, they're really good. Nocturnal Graves, Putrid Pile, that guy. Samuel, which
I'm gonna be there.
it's a black metal band. Are you in a black metal band?
Yeah.
Severe Torture,
Okay.
Venom,
Venom.
Visceral Disgorge, and Worm. There's more bands.
Venom.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
So-
Like the
cool.
superhero or the supervillain.
Atheist. Yeah.
Whatever he is. That guy.
That guy. Eddie Brock. Flash Thompson.
The who played him in the movie?
Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Worst acting.
Tobey
Worst.
Maguire versus Topher Grace.
Worst casting choice ever. They did not cast well for that. They did not get the cast right.
Yeah. So that's Maryland Death Fest. Also, it came out recently. I don't know the whole lineup, but Judas Priest and Slipknot are headlining Knotfest over in California.
Oh shit.
I wish I could see that. There's a shitload of bands on there.
No.
Yeah. Another thing, it's just an interesting stat. The movie industry has grossed more than it ever has so far this year with $5.3 billion. $200 million more than the record, which was 2012. They put out the Avengers in 2012.
Yep.
Which is interesting that every time they put out an Avengers movie, it's going to raise the bar. So in 2018, it's going to be raised even more.
Probably. If not before then, I mean, maybe a couple of other movies.
I still think that this will probably be a record-breaking year in terms of money making for Hollywood.
Oh yeah, because I mean, we still
Because-
got Star Wars.
I think it's just because of Star Wars.
I mean, there's Star Wars. There's also other movies.
I know there's other big movies, but Star Wars.
But Star Wars.
That's going to be a monsters movie.
Yeah.
Fucking movie's a monster, man. But I mean, like Fantastic Four will probably make a lot of money.
Terminator will probably make a lot of money.
Ant-Man will probably make a lot of money.
Jurassic World's still probably gonna make some more money.
Yeah.
It's not done yet.
The last part of the Hunger Games will probably make a lot of money.
The Martian might make some. Hopefully people see that. Looks good.
That does
Minions.
look good.
Bridge,
A
Bridge
lot
of
of people are probably gonna go see.
Bridge of Spies looks good. I hope some people.
Inside Out, the other Pixar movie. A lot of
Yeah.
people are probably gonna see those.
Which that just came out. That was still got beat by Jurassic World in Jurassic World second week out, but not by much. I think it made like 91.
Good.
Ted 2 might make some fucking money.
That'll probably make money.
Yeah. So I mean, there's still a lot of big movies. Anyways, releases. So video games did come out this week.
Wait, can I mention two things?
No.
That I got coming up for news before we get to done the stuff.
Coming up before news.
Coming up before news. Those of you, I talked about it earlier while we were eating. Those of you who are who are Harry Potter fans, J.K. Rowling is writing a play that's like a prequel to the books called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I guess it's like a prequel thing. And I was saying this earlier. Just cop out, write a fucking other book, J.K. Rowling.
Is it about him when he was like a baby?
No, it's about his parents.
Ah.
Before, it's like before the books, stuff
okay.
like that. So I mean, it could be interesting, but I mean, she could write a book about that, and that'd be cool. Or she could write a book about like their kids afterwards, or somebody
He wrote
else.
a book about anything to do with Harry Potter.
Yeah, and they would make fucking money.
His teenage years.
Yeah, they did
His
that.
puberty years.
They did that. But
He goes through puberty. Like,
They should
the
make
book
a
is
porno.
literally about him.
They should make a porno where he bangs the redhead. I don't know her name. I don't know Harry Potter.
A book when he's like 80 years old. And he just farts and craps on
people fucking buy it. Like,
Yeah.
I want more Harry Potter. I love that. I mean, I just traded in my fucking movies and bought like all them all on Blu-ray today. That just happened today.
Congratulations.
I fucking did. And then that's about it. I mean, there's that Scream TV series starting up.
Scream, like
the movie, the horror movie.
Alright.
It could be interesting.
Yeah. I hated that first
like comedy.
No, Scream that's scary movie. Scream is that's the Scream the original. It's produced by Wes Craven, and
what's he? Craven. He's Craven the new film series.
But it should be cool because I saw like a trailer for it and it said like all the stuff like you have to care. Like if somebody dies,
I don't have to care about anything.
That's what it's saying. He's saying like in order for like a character's death to mean something, you have to care. I'm like, all right, so this could be smart. Also because it's like a slasher movie, but like a TV series, so it's like 12 of them or however long. Which is cool. I mean that's coming on because Teen Wolf's starting up. It's coming Monday and Tuesday. I'll probably do something with that. Maybe Tuesday I'll put up a review or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, cool stuff.
Also, Bates Motel got renewed for 4th and 5th season.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's exciting.
Bates.
The director said that they don't see the series going past 5 seasons, which is long enough for this show. So that's cool.
Yeah, there's very few shows. Like, I mean, I would like, but most shows I'd say 5 or 7. But then like certain shows I like need to know when to quit.
Yeah, Seinfeld.
But then also
like 9 seasons and they just hung it up.
Yeah, but then certain shows could probably keep going for a good amount of time, like The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead is a
Game
show.
of
The
Thrones.
Walking Dead, at least with these characters, is a show that I think they should hang up after like.
Are they ever gonna
7 or
kill
8
Rick?
I mean, I think did they do that in the comics yet? I think they did. They killed him in the comics. So I mean,
No.
I believe they.
Is that
killed him
when
in
it
the
ends, or does it keep going?
It keeps
going. Oh.
That'll be a legendary day.
But then, but it's okay though because they got that other fucking series that's coming. So they can fucking milk that then too, and then they can put out another series after that. And it's just like they're not gonna stop.
Is this
ever.
what's just gonna keep happening? Like Breaking Bad has this side thing.
Better Call Saul.
Walking Dead has this side thing.
that's
It
the
was
thing.
Game of Thrones gonna have a side thing or something.
They probably could.
It could. It could.
There's
totally
there's so many characters they could easily do something with.
Oh yeah, and it could totally have like some type of prequel series.
Oh, yeah.
because of the background lore that they talk
Game of
about.
Thrones is a show that could possibly never end.
It literally could not.
Like they could easily fucking do that.
Yeah, I just started watching Walking Dead. I'll be caught up in like 5 years because they make like 40,000 episodes in a season.
They fucking.
It's like why? But,
Well, they split it up. They do like 8, and then they do like another 8.
I know, but 10. 10's perfect
I
for
like
TVs.
12. I like 12.
10, I can do with 12. 16? That's like 16 tracks on an album. That's too fucking long. Anyways.
Premium prices.
A small game called Batman Arkham Knight is now available to play. Not on PC, don't buy it.
You can't. So don't even think about
Yeah.
it.
For some reason, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition is out on Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Wait, is it different than the DMC?
Yes, it's Devil May Cry 4. So it's like Dante's story. This came out in like 2008.
All right. All right. A little late to the party, but
Why don't you just make a new Devil May Cry? Why don't you just do that instead? Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Ward. That expansion is out.
Lord.
that box art looks pretty. I kind of want to play the game a little bit, just a little bit.
But I don't want to pay for it. $15 a month.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Damn.
Planet Side 2 is now on PS4.
Woo.
A game called Ride, where you ride motorcycles, is on new and old gen consoles. Tales from the Borderlands Episode 3 Catch a Ride is out. I'm super excited for this. Apparently this is the best episode. I'm serious. Tales from the Borderlands might be the best thing that Telltale's ever done. And I'm saying that better than The Walking Dead.
Maybe I should fucking get
It
get
is
the season
good.
pass.
I would highly recommend it.
I was gonna wait until like right around the 5th one
Yeah.
came out, but
And it's much better than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is good, don't get me wrong. I like it, but
I mean,
Tales from the Borderlands is the best Telltale thing that no one talks about.
how many episodes are they in the game? They're in like 4.
Game. Yeah, 4 in Game of Thrones, and there's going to be 6, which there's going to be 5 for Tales for the Borderlands.
All right.
So, yep. Fort Meow is out on PC. Should check that out. Maybe
Please tell me.
I'm gonna go for it like
Please tell me there's some kind of mechanic where you can shoot cats out of a cannon.
I hope so. Sonic Runners is out on iOS.
Yeah.
Nice to know this is what Sonic's become, being a mobile game, but I can actually see that maybe working out.
Was it like a side scroll, like old school style?
I think so.
Yeah, fuck right. I'll do that. I'll play that.
And Tweakin' and Kiwami is out on PC. There you go. That's something to play instead of Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, dude. That game I don't know how to pronounce.
Let's get to these musical jams. Abyssal with Anticatastasis. How do you say that, Keith?
Yeah.
How do you say that?
I think how you said it. Pretty nice.
Anticatastasis, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what that means. There's some Black and Doom. District 97 with In Vaults. Some progressive. It looks very Bioshocky on the album cover.
Yep.
Look at the helmet.
The helmet, it's fucking Big Daddy.
Shit.
Or a Big Sister. No,
Yeah. I'm
those
gonna have to check that out. King Crow, which is, are they talking about Game of Thrones here? With Eidos. They call the people of the Night's Watch crows, and then the leader of the Night's Watch, they call him, the wildlings call him King Crow. Lindemann with skills in pills.
I got skills.
Yeah.
I got pills.
Propane with Voice of Rebellion. They're hardcore. You down for that? You with
Pain
me?
is in Pain.
Or propane
Yes.
as in bringing the propane.
Yeah. Pro, like, fuck you up, pain.
Gotcha.
Hardcore. That's very hardcore as a band name. Virgin Steel with Nocturnes of Hellfire and Damnation. Their label is heavy metal, so maybe we should check them out.
These fucking names.
Jesus
Yeah,
fuck.
All Out War with Dying Gods, labeled as crossover. What are they crossing over with?
LeBron. It's crossing.
Arabot with the You Bunch of Idiots EP. Their label is Noise Rock.
You bunch of idiots.
Biotoxic Warfare with Lobotomized. They are thrash. Ooh. Where are all the band names? Breaking Benjamin with Dark Before Dawn. I reviewed
I didn't know
that.
they were still a band.
They just came back. It's their first album in 6 years.
Is it good?
It's okay. Crematory with Live WOA 2014. They're goth death metal.
Cool. That's all I can say about that.
Yep. Degreed. Dead but not forgotten. Melodic rock.
And that's a very rock name. Dead but not forgotten.
Eskimo Callboy with Crystals. They're metalcore. Forgotten Horror with Aeon of the Shadow Goddess. Black and Thrash. That's a badass album name.
What?
Aeon of the Shadow Goddess. The Ghost Next Door with The Ghost Next Door. They are alternative metal. Max Pie with Odd Memories. Power metal. Max Pie is in, like, American Pie.
Oh,
And
and
then she-
not like pi as in 3.14?
No.
Okay.
Like pie that you stuff in your mouth. No Man's Land with Last Crusade, they're Viking metal, which it's not a thing. The horror, oh my god. The Other with Fear Itself, they're labeled as horror punk. What is horror punk?
It's like a Misfits.
Misfits.
Okay.
Where you dress up and you
I
sing
got
about scary stuff. It's
These-
not really that scary.
I've got
It was like scary for like the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
I raped your mother.
Got you. Do they put like fucking makeup and shit?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know about that band, but yeah, horror punk.
And Jason W. Walton with Mara EW EP. Labeled as ambient noise.
It's gonna be a bunch of ambience.
Also, finally, The Things They Carried with Melancholia EP.
What were they
Melancholia?
What were they carrying?
Melancholia.
Melancholia.
What are they
I don't
carrying?
care.
What are they?
They are metalcore.
Who are they? And what are they carrying?
What genre?
They're metalcore.
What genre?
Is that all she wrote?
That's all she
That's
wrote.
all she wrote?
That's all the breakdowns
That's the ticket.
that we can do. That's all the brutality and the breakdowns we can handle. It's time to be the madman in the pit.
Stick
See
it
you
up
next
your
time.
ass.